My name is Jamie Thomson. I'm the CEO of Vulcan Forge. You may know us by our ticker PYR. I don't know how relevant my input on blockchain gaming is at a conference like this, because I know it's a lot more sort of generic in terms of financial institutions and whatnot, but I thought it'd be good to kind of give you my 2 cents on where I think blockchain gaming is and where it's been. But first of all, I just want to say thank you to Anthony for inviting me. Anthony's been a great friend, mentor, and of course, investor in us for many years now. And so it's lovely for him to have me up here to sort of speak to you all. So so I'll just give you my opinion where I think blockchain and entertainment is heading for now. So Vulcan Forge was established 5 years ago. So we've had our finger on the pulse of blockchain gaming for pretty much through the entire hype wave. I mean, we moved from Web 2 gaming into blockchain gaming a few years ago. So we were there during that big metaverse hype and big sort of Axie Infinity push and all that kind of stuff. And at one point, Vulcan Forge broke $1 billion in valuation. And of course, since then, a lot of the NFT market and blockchain gaming has kind of gone sideways and down. It's coming back up again. So I just want to give you my personal thoughts on where I think blockchain gaming is going. Now, I think a lot of the mistakes that founders of blockchain gaming made, myself included, was at the beginning we kind of thought, well, Web 2 gaming is this huge market, billions of dollars, millions of players, and crypto and NFTs and blockchain is another enormous market with billions of dollars. So why don't we combine the two and make like a trillions of dollars company? And I think a lot of people couldn't understand why that wasn't really clicking. So my opinion on this and why things haven't clicked the way we thought they were is 3 reasons really. One, I think people underestimate the fact that people will always want to pay for fun games. The whole play to earn mechanic where you're kind of bribing people to play your game, number 1, isn't sustainable. And number 2, it kind of takes you out of the fantasy of a game. If there's real money involved and you're playing the game, then you're not really immersed in that kind of false reality or fantasy you want to be in. The second reason is Web 2 gaming and the gaming companies, they're already making billions of dollars in their games. If NFTs and if play to earn or sort of blockchain was going to be the sort of the magic bullet for a $1 trillion gaming company, then the companies such as Epic Games, Fortnite, World of Warcraft, Minecraft, they would have adopted NFTs already. So I think the first mistake we all made is thinking these two things would merge. The second mistake was, as I just mentioned, was about the play-to-earn model. A lot of people thought that giving out prizes in terms of gaming was going to be the next big thing. Now, the trouble with that is, as I said before, it takes you out of the reality and you're kind of bribing people to play. The trouble with that is the ceiling of development of games decreases, because if the purpose of the game is just to provide people with rewards and the purpose for me as a player is to make as much money as possible, then you don't really need a fun game. People are going in there for the wrong reasons. So where does this bring us now in blockchain gaming? Well, first we had to shed the stigma of crypto. That probably happened about 5-6 years ago. People realized it wasn't just for all the sort of terrible things we hear about. There's actually, the utilization of blockchain is an incredible technology. So first we had to get rid of the stigma of crypto. Then we had the kind of NFT bull run, I say, where everyone wants to do NFTs. Now, of course, where there's money to be made, everyone's going to jump on top of it. Celebrities, companies, VCs, anyone wants an NFT. And obviously, when that happens, you get this saturation and a big dump afterwards when people realize a lot of these celebrities were endorsing it, but not actually using it. So I feel like we've kind of shaken that off now. And now we're moving into the utility NFTs. Now, the wonderful thing about blockchain gaming is that there's a correlation between how many people are in your game or entertainment app, whatever it's going to be, with how much value there is with not only the NFTs, but the token behind it. And I think it's I say primary, might be a bit biased, business model where you can separate from the rest of the market. Just like gaming is always stable. If you have users within your game and there's blockchain involved, NFTs, tokens, then there's always going to be a correlation between users and blockchain. So back to my point about Web 2 and Web 3. So if the Web 2 gamers aren't coming to Web 3 and the crypto people only are interested in earning, where does that leave blockchain gaming? So the way we see it now, and this has been a sort of bizarre, I wouldn't say bizarre, but it's been a surprise to us, is you're seeing a third demographic emerge. And these are people that aren't strict gamers, they aren't strict crypto earners, they're people that are fascinated by the idea of ownership within a game. I always give the example of one of our games, Vulcan, where it's an MMO, so like World of Warcraft. We developed the game from the beginning for our community. And so, you know, we had centaurs with one leg crawling around, a wolf sort of missing mouth, and a man floating in the air as we were developing it because it was an alpha. But people didn't mind because there was this emotional attachment to the NFT they owned. Now, so that's where I think blockchain gaming really is moving right now. It's about ownership. And instead of us trying to compete with the Web 2 markets, which is just, to be honest, futile. If you're a Web 2 game developer, you would most likely make more money making a great game and releasing it in Web 2. What we need to do is embrace the technology of blockchain and integrate that as a main focal point of the entertainment apps and the games. That means making your games based around transparency, about transactions, about economy, about trading. There's an old game called RuneScape or Second Life. Maybe some of you remember those. Those are the kind of games that blockchain should be embracing. So we saw the metaverse get this big hype wave a couple of years ago. And I think a lot of people have underestimated that that was a teaser as what to come. There's a reason Apple is releasing a VR headset. There's a reason Zuckerberg rebranded to Meta. These people look ahead at what's going to happen. And we're seeing it now with AI, with VR, with holograms, with all this advanced technology. The metaverse is an absolute inevitability. So that's what my take is on blockchain gaming. I think really is embrace the technology, put blockchain up there as the forefront. You know, don't be scared of it. Don't just think, oh, we're a Web 2 game with some NFTs on top. We are embracing blockchain entertainment. And I think a lot of Web 3 founders should see that as where to go with it. So I won't take much of your time. Thanks for Anthony for having me. Have a wonderful conference there. This is Jamie Thomson again from Vulcan Forge. PYR is where we're at. And we're really excited to be at the forefront of this next revolution. Have a wonderful conference and all the best. Cheers.